Hey guys, so I'm going to give you just a quick review of what we've done with our graphs of linear relationships and how we can find the different pieces. So here we go. So we're going to start. This is one of the ones we did in class. So basically you should already have these notes, but this is a good reminder for you to go back over them. So we're going to start with this first linear relationship. So we know that when we have a linear relationship, we use the equation y equals mx plus b. And we've talked about before that m, our coefficient, because it's multiplied by the variable, is our rate of change. And our rate of change we are calling our ROC, just to help us remember it kind of a cute way and to write it more quickly, our ROC. And then our B is our constant. It's also where it crosses the y-axis. So let's start with our ROC. So we're going to start with our ROC, our rate of change. So when we look at this graph, we want to see how is it changing, the line. So if I look at this line, it's changing by, it's increasing from left to right. So that let me know that it's going to be a positive ROC. In class, we also talked about if we put a little man right here, and we go from left to right, just like we read, he would go up. Now there's a couple ways to find your ROC. I'm going to draw little triangles that connect these points. So right here, I went up 1 over 3, because your ROC is change in y over change in x. That symbol means change. So the y changed by going up 1 and over 3. So our ROC here is 1/3. So a common question is, what if I connect different points? Well, let's see. What if you went all the way up here and over here? I'm still connecting points from my line. Well, then I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 and go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, what do you notice? 3/9 simplifies to 1/3. So our rate of change is 1/3, and it's positive. So that's going to be really important when we write our equation. The next thing we have to find is our constant. We have to see, where does it cross the y-axis? And remember, your y-axis is your vertical one. So where does that line cross? Well, it crosses right here. And that point is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 0, -5. But our constant is actually where it crosses, and it crosses at -5. So now I'm going to take my rate of change, and I'm going to take my constant, and I'm going to write my equation. So my equation is y equals my m, which was my rate of change, and my rate of change in this case is 1/3. Then my x, and then my constant, which was -5. And so I have my equation. So let's do it on a different one now. So on this one, let's start with our rate of change again. Let's see if I can find a little bit better of a marker here. Now this one, our linear relationship is decreasing. It's going down. It's in a negative manner. Because if I put a little man here, and if he goes from left to right, he's going to go down here. So it's going to end up to be negative. So when I talk about my ROC, remember change in y over change in x. This marker's not any better here. Change in y over change in x. Well, how is my y going to change? Well, I'll start at this point. My y is actually going to go down and over this time. So I went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down 5. So that makes it a -5. And I went to the right 1, 2, which is a +2. So my rate of change is -5/2. Now we could simplify it, but we're actually going to leave it just like that. Well, let's check and see. I want to go all the way to this one. Well, this time I went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and over 1, 2, 3, 4. So -10, 4. Which simplifies to -5/2. So that is our rate of change. So now let's find our y-intercept. So I'm going to highlight right here just so I can really see it, and it crosses perfectly right there. And that is at the point 0, positive 1. So that means that it crosses at positive 1. So now I'm going to take all this information and create my equation. Y equals my rate of change, which was negative 5/2 x, because it's my coefficient, then plus 1. So I can take those pieces in this information and use that to help me with my other problems. Hope this is helpful.